Welcome to Thought for May the 23rd. Our readings are Joshua chapter 9, Isaiah chapter 13, and 1 Timothy chapters 4 and 5. And our thought is, I will punish the world for its evil. Isaiah chapter 13, today's reading, appears to have a double application. It tells us in verse 1, it is an oracle concerning Babylon. But much of its content is remarkably parallel to the Babylon described in the book of Revelation. It is enlightening to note that the word Babylon in the Hebrew is actually Babel. Part of this chapter appears to be about the Babel of the last days. In the days of Isaiah, Assyria was the enemy Israel feared. Babylon was not yet a nation to be feared, and Isaiah is caused to write of the sound of the uproar of kingdoms, of nations gathering together. The Lord of hosts is mustering a host for battle. The weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land, we're told in verses 4 and 5. What land is to be destroyed? The same Hebrew word, eretz, is translated as earth in verse 13. The earth will be shaken out of its place at the wrath of the Lord of hosts in the day of his fierce anger. To our way of thinking, it should be understood as earth in both places. We note the context. Look at verses 9 to 11. Behold, the day of the Lord comes, cruel, with wrath and fierce anger. The sun will be dark at its rising, and the moon will not shed its light. I will punish the world for its evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. This describes a far greater calamity than when Babylon destroyed Jerusalem and brought to an end the kingdom established under David and Solomon. We must seriously consider how it describes the world today, with its worldwide ungodliness, when every way of man is right in his own eyes, as Proverbs 21 verse 2 says, and there is no thought that an all-seeing creator even exists. Are we to expect physical signs? That is, will the sun be dark and the moon will not shed its light? Jesus made some awesome prophecies that there will be great earthquakes and in various places famines and pestilences, and there will be terrors and great signs from heaven. Luke 21 verse 11. But he also said, there will be such tribulation as has not been from the beginning of creation, if the Lord had not cut short the days. No human being would be saved, but for the sake of the elect whom he chose. Make sure you are among the elect, for he will send out the angels and gather his elect from the ends of the earth. It's an utterly awesome divine forecast of events. We close our eyes to it at our own peril. Thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, remembering that it is a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.